Now, fellow Kenyans, finally, Albert Juang has been buried, and we can say that now may the Lord rest his soul in eternal peace. But I have a question to ask before I get into our discussion, though this is not what I want to talk about, but let me just ask. So, the person that decided, or the person that ordered the killing of Albert Juang, right now is feeling like his mission is accomplished. Like right now, Lagat, wherever he is, he feels like, my mission is accomplished because I've killed the person who was talking negatively about me, or my target. I've already killed the target. Because it is so much painful watching the father, the mother, and the wife really crying while looking at how their son, the husband, is being taken 6 feet underground. You know, it is so much painful, fellow Kenyans. It's so much painful. That is not what I wanted to talk about. But before I get into the discussion, let me just remind you that if at all we are meeting for the first time, don't forget to drop me a comment in the comment section. Tell me what you think, where you're watching this video from, and how these videos are reaching you. And also, just a quick reminder and a request that as I say that I'm traveling, I have a funeral which is taking place next week, and I'm supposed to travel up country probably next week, Tuesday or Wednesday. So I'm just requesting, if you are willing to support me, if you have your 100, your 50 bob, your 200 shillings, your 300 shillings, your 1,000, your 2,000, your 5,000, any amount of money that you feel like you can use, you can send, you can support me with, you can send me via the number, via that number that is on your screen. And I really appreciate those who've already sent. I've seen your positive response, guys. You've really responded positively. I really appreciate you guys for the wonders that you've done for me. I really appreciate you. Thank you very much. And I know, and I'm very sure that a time is coming that I will also stand with you no matter what happens. We are a family, and here in Bonita Media, we are building a community that is after supporting each other in good times and in bad times. Let us jump into the discussion. Now, what I want to talk about is, I think I talked about it, but now I want to talk about it in a different way. The issue of William Samoei Ruto building a church at the Statehouse. But before we get into that details, I would like us to listen to William Samoei Ruto, the way he's saying confidently about him building church at the Statehouse.
Mimi ni mtu naamini Mungu, na I have no apologies to make. Kwa kujenga kanisa, I have no apology. Mnanielewa? Na hakuna mtu nitaomba msamaha. Kwa kujenga kanisa, tutajenga kanisa ya Mungu. Shetani akasirike, afanye ile anataka. Ni mnanielewa? Naambiwa ati hata kwa magazeti leo ati kuna mtu anasema ati mimi najenga kanisa hapa Statehouse. Ni kweli, mimi najenga kanisa hapa Statehouse. Ni mnanielewa? Hapa Statehouse nilikuja nikakuta kanisa ya mabati. Kanisa ya mabati inatoshana na Statehouse, hata kwa maoni yenu. So, nasijengi na pesa ya serikali, mimi najenga na pesa yangu. Hapa nitakuja kuwapeleka siku nyingine twende tuombe huko. So, nilikuta mimi sijaanzisha kanisa Statehouse, nilikuta kanisa ikiweko. Shida tu ilikuwa ya mabati. Sasa nimeamua nijenge kanisa inatoshana na Statehouse, na haitagharimu serikali ya Kenya peni moja. Nitajenga na pesa zangu, kwa sababu kanisa ya Mungu ni mahali ambapo panatoshana na heshima.
Now, that is William Samoei Ruto. Ruto is saying that when he was elected as the president, alipata kanisa ya mabati Statehouse. Remember that we are not against William Ruto building a church at the Statehouse. But according to him, he's saying that he's going to use his own money to build this church. Now, the moment William Ruto uses his own money to build the church, my question remains this. Who is going to be the pastor or the chaplain? Remember, this church is going to be built using 1.2 billion Kenya shillings. 1.2 billion Kenya shillings. If it's going to come from William Samoei Ruto's pocket, we all know the narrative. We all know how politicians normally get their money back. If I used my money to campaign, after you elect me, I have to bring that money back by stealing or by not doing the project that I was supposed to do for you in order to get my money back. That is number one. Another thing, you and I knows very well that a lot of churches are normally being said to be owned by the senior pastors. Like, I'm the owner of this church, I'm the founder of this church. So this church, who is going to be the founder? And who is going to be the owner of this church? Because from the look of things, if things don't work, if things work out and they base this church, is going to be the owner, is going to demand a lot. I have been thinking of something here, fellow Kenyans, that I want us to take a look. I want us to, in the past few months, I've really had Pastor Ezekiel trying to, it's like, I don't know, should I say that he's trying to defend William Samoei Ruto or not? Because I've listened to him trying to ask questions that seems to be defending William Samoei Ruto's ways of leading this country. I had him asking one of his followers, or one of his church members, that who elected William Ruto, and then of course it's us. You know, that's kind of that tricky question, that who elected William Ruto? Of course it's us. And then he goes ahead and asks that when we were electing William Samoei Ruto, or when Moi was in power, we said that Moi was bad. And then then Kibaki came, we said that Kibaki was bad. And then we said that Uhuru Kenyatta was bad. And then again now we are saying that William Ruto is bad. So between us Kenyans, we Kenyans, and these leaders that were elected, who is bad? You know, that one, someone who is quick to answer automatically will say that we have the problem. Are you seeing that kind of question? I want us to listen to this.
Niambie ile imeibiwa sahi. Sema.
Bila imeibiwa sahi. So nasema ni serikali iliyoko sahi.
Na iko wapi ile imeibiwa? Taja.
Hawasemi.
Si ndio mnasema hii serikali ni mbaya? Ni gani imeibiwa? Si mnasema ni mwizi? Si mnasema ni mwizi? Ni gani imeibiwa?
Hawasemi fika yenyewe.
Si mnasema ni muongo, si ndio? Unga ilikuwa pesa ngapi, sasa unga ni pesa ngapi?
Saizi ni 120.
Na aliingia ikiwa na pesa ngapi?
180.
Hapana. 250.
Hapo inataka
alisema atapunguza. Imeshuka.
Ilishuka.
Fertilizer ilikuwa pesa ngapi?
6000.
Sasa hii ni pesa ngapi?
2500.
Imeshuka.
Ilishuka kabisa.
Mahindi mko nayo Kenya?
Tuko nayo.
Maragwe iko?
Ipo.
Ngano iko?
Ipo.
Sasa hii sukari iko?
Ipo.
Mnataka nini? Sasa hii coffee inafanya vizuri?
Ni gold.
Mnataka nini? Uongo wake uko wapi? Kwa sababu amesema barabara ya kutoka Lokicha inarudi huku. Mtu asikuchezea akili na mtandao. Mtu asikuchezea akili na mtandao. Mtakuja kuumia mkirukishwa akili huku. Mimi nimekwambia uongo ni gani?
Pastor, sawa tumetuongezea nyingine juice venye alikuwa China. Sasa reli isukume kutoka Naivasha hadi wapi?
Mpaka huko kwenu.
Yes. Hadi boda.
Wakati Uhuru alikuwa anatengeneza hii ya barabara ya kutoka na express, tulisema ni mbaya, hatutaki, si ndio? Sasa hizi imeondoa jamu. Unaona vile Nairobi inakaa.
Ameshatoa jamu kubwa sana.
Usidanganywe na mtu ambaye anatafuta nafasi. Tafadhali lindeni nchi yenu, heshimuni viongozi wenu. Mimi nikuulize, ushawahi kuona mtu anapiga rais wake na kiatu? Ni madharau gani?
Bado.
Sio mtu atapiga babake na kiatu.
Iliwahi fanyika tu wakati wa rais wa Amerika alikuwa Bush yule wa kwanza. Alipigwa na kiatu wakati alikuwa ameenda Iraq.
Tukifundisha watoto wetu hivyo, tunawaambia pigeni hata baba zenu. Ukiamuka tutakuwa tumemaliza. Bwana Yesu asifiwe. Watu wa Mungu, naamini siku anawaongea.
So let me ask you guys, you know, you and I knows very well that at this point, as we are speaking right now, there are those churches that are against this government. There are those churches like Catholic are against this government, because what this government is doing, they feel or they know that is not right. So automatically they will stand against this government. And that is why unaona wanarudisha sadaka za kanisa, they're doing everything possible. They're trying to correct, they're trying to stand against this government. They even send back the tithes. Ruto anatoa shilingi 20 million, wanarudisha. Wanasema kwamba we can't take this money. This money does not belong to us legally, so we can't take it. Ruto ana offer kupeana gari, they are saying that no, we don't want it. And then there is also another church, another group of church that is supporting this government. Now, here we are going to have two groups of people. We're going to have churches that support the government and third churches that do not support the government. Now, the moment William Ruto builds a church with a capacity of 8,000 members, it means that they will allow, because nani takuwa naenda hiyo church? So it means that he will be allowing those people, those churches that are supporting his government, wakuje waabudu hapo ndani. Now, the moment they come there, he'll be convincing them to vote for him. Remember, during the time that he was being voted in, it's like he blackmailed, he brainwashed some churches, and that is how they lured their members to vote for him. So here I'm feeling like we are going to have two groups of people, two groups of church, and kutakuwa na ile mvutano kanisani. Like this church wants to go to William Ruto, this church doesn't want to go to William Ruto. These members are saying that William Ruto is working, these members are saying that William Ruto is not working. So we are going to have two groups of churches. One supporting the government, one does not support the government. And that is exactly what this person wants. Another thing is we know very well, okay, you and I knows very well, that it has been said that one of the fastest way of being rich is starting a church. That is how people believe, right? So, and we've been making, Kenyans have been making a lot of noise that William Ruto anatuibia. Now, he's trying to cut this thing this way, that nianzishe kanisa, alafu wale watu ambao watakuwa wanakuja pale. Now, I just want us to reason. Uko na kanisa, and this church has got a capacity of 8,000. Now, 8,000, calculate kila moja akitoa sadaka shilingi 100. I just want to look at I just want us to look at that thing in that way. Kila moja atoe tusiende mbali, 100. That is how much. 8,000 people na wote wamekuja. And then watoe 100. How much is that? How much is that? Kila moja kitoa ni 8,000. Watu 1,000. Watu 8,000. Sio 1,000, 8,000. And then kila moja atoe shilingi 100 in a single service. Of course, I know that we'll be having different services. In a single service. I don't know whether kanisa lake Bishop Lai, kwa wale ambao wanajua, kanisa lake Bishop Lai, does it have a capacity of 8,000? I don't think so. The only church that might be having that capacity is Pastor Ezekiel's church. I think so, yeah. So I think I don't know. I think you understand what I'm trying to say. But we have to accept that we are at a point whereby this president wants to do things the way he wants, because he knows very well that after all, I'm the president. I'm the one to make decisions. He's telling us that the money that is going to use to build this church is the one that is going to sponsor. 1.2 billion, yet we know very well that your salary does not even sum up to 1.5 million in a month. Something is wrong, and that thing must be addressed. If it's not addressed as early as possible, then we are going to end up being left at a crossroad where we don't know whether to go left or to go right. Even the president that will be coming in, he will not know whether he should go left or to go right. Now, I asked this, and let me ask again. Suppose the next president is a Muslim. So it means that that president will say that I cannot go to that church, let me build my mosque. So he will also build his mosque, and now the Muslims will be coming to this parliament, to this Statehouse to worship. Suppose another person comes, is a Hindu, they will be building a temple. Pagan also come. So that will be the scenario. Like every person wants to build his temple for his people. Like that is it. But one thing I know is this is one of the ways. This is not just a way of this is not just building a church. This is one of the ways of one way yenye mtu anataka kutafuta njia ambayo anaweza kaiba nayo pesa kweli kweli. Hii mtu anataka kuiba pesa na ataiba pesa. Ile hela ambayo itaibwa hapa, tungoje tuone. Mtazamaji, ningependa nisikie maoni yako kwenye sehemu ya maoni, na usikose kubonyeza alama ya subscription ili wakati wote kuna ujumbe ambao nimeweka mtazamaji, na kuwa virahisi sana kwako kuupata mtazamaji. Kutane kwenye video ambayo inafuata ikiwezekana. Nimekuwa wako Boniface Owino. Bingo.